Shot up on Miss.
Traffic making its way across the... And as... Yeah, they got a lot of pride there, there's no doubt. And rightfully so. Thank you. Here are the five for the Clippers. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubac in at the pivot, manning the middle. And for Golden State, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green. And it's Chris in at the center position.
Unselfish play right there. Curry with the patience to wait for someone to break free.
Back to Beverley. Outside Leonard. Beverley looking around, and there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Well, Smitty, we're coming down the stretch here. Talk about the mental toughness needed to finish a season strong.
You know, I think you got to have that. Everybody talk about the game physically, guys making shots. And we all know there's some teams and players, they all do that well. But who's the tough team that can get through the tough times? That's when you see the teams that can get over the hump and you start to say, I like that team.
Leonard, the pass to Morris. It's stolen by Green. Floats it up for Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Leonard on the wing. Over Wiggins. Got a hand on it, but he gets it back. Leonard, no luck. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Curry can't get it to go. Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Great feel for the game. Curry likes this shot when he doesn't want to take it to the rim.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry. His last 10 games have been exceptional, averaging about 23 points per, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
Now, here's Zubac. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Greg, this season is the first time in the last 4 or 5 years that Golden State will not be the prohibitive favorites to win it all.
I mean, back-to-back devastating injuries in the finals. Kevin Durant departing in free agency with time and health. Will they retake the throne? We'll just have to wait and see.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Green, he's checked in for Zubac. Landry Shamet comes in for Leonard. Williams, he's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Williams can't get it to go.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Here's Pascal. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Jackson finds Morris. Back to Jackson. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. 5 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. The putback. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
If you don't have that one guy who gets you 10-plus boards every night, you just have to send more guys to the glass.
No good on that one. And Golden State will come the other way. Basket Poole. And he banks in the layup.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Clippers trail by 10. Here's Williams. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Using his athleticism in the paint, Lou beats everyone to the punch.
Here's Poole. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Clippers have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now the pass to Shamet. Beyond the arc. Good on the three-point shot. 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Looney. Off the left rim and out. There's Jackson with the 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors bringing the quarter to a close. Notching a 50, 40, 90% season is a...
Your field goal percentage as a whole is the toughest one.
And consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
We've got Looney, and it's Poole in at the 2. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George. He still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
Green passes to Jackson. Back to Green. And Green slams it in.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Now here's Leonard. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Warriors in San Francisco. 6 to shoot. And here is Shamet. Buries it from 3-point range. And now just a 5-point Warrior lead.
Doesn't get exactly the screen he wants, but turns out he doesn't need it.
And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up. Thompson against Beverly. And the Warriors miss again. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Here's George. Great tee that time from Green.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Count the basket. So, Smitty, if we take James Harden out of the equation, who has the best step-back jumper in the NBA right now?
You know, there's a few guys. Damian Lillard has an unbelievable step back. Steph Curry, Bradley Beal creates a lot of space on his step back jumper.
And the Warriors making a change here. Chris has checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Williams has checked in, and that one, good.
Give the defense credit. They tried to take away Thompson's airspace, but we know he has the quick trigger.
Now, here's Zubac. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Thompson against Beverly. Just 4 to shoot. Fades away. That's short off the rim.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
1:14 left in the first half. And Leonard has it in the corner. Nailed from three-point land. Leonard's got 9.
The confidence Leonard shows from range now, you wouldn't know it was once a weakness.
Pass to Thompson, the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
Passes to Zubac from the arc. Draymond Green pulls it in. Warriors leading by 6.
And a 2-for-1 is there for them if they want it.
Often the way you end quarters has a big impact on the outcome of the game.
Now here's Wiggins. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. Here's Green. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Leonard. Clippers trail by 6. Williams for 3. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
With hands wider than the dimensions of the basketball, Kawhi able to control it with ease.
Green finds Wiggins. Green controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Warriors lead by 6.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. It was all about Golden State as the game got going. They put together some nice offensive stretches. And that'll...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101, you've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. We've got Marcus Morris. Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Now here's Curry after the miss from Klay Thompson.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead. The Golden State Warriors so great offensively. People forget about their defense. Their length and IQ make them tough to deal with, especially in the playoffs.
To the middle. Outside for Curry. Here's the 3. And another 3 for Golden State. In the last couple seasons, Golden State's defense in the regular season slipping off just a bit.
You know what I think what happens is with their elite offense, I think they started to rest a bit more on defense. Also, when you've been to the finals 5 straight years, some coasting can occur.
And here is Zubac after the 3-pointer from Stephen Curry. Here's Leonard. Great D that time from Green.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Thompson outside. This one for three. And that's good. Steph Curry for three. Curry's got 9 points now in just the second half. Pass to Beverly. Clippers moving the ball around. Leonard against Green. And the pass to George. Shot clock at 6. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Shamet. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Shamet's got 9.
The defense fell asleep on the inbounds play and totally forgot about the perimeter jumper. The offense burned him there.
Here's Poole. He's covered by Shamet. Looney kicks to Wiggins. Lets it go with a three. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And for a long time, JaMychal Green was mostly an energy player. But he's expanded his game lately.
Worked on developing an outside shot. He can drop a few threes from the power forward spot now, Kevin. He still has a high motor. You love the activity around the rim.
And the shot goes down. 16 points for Steph Curry.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Clippers trail by 14. Outside Jackson. Down low. And that one's good. Shamet.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Jackson against Curry. The 19-footer is on the money. 18 points for him.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Morris passes to Leonard. Back to Morris. Beyond the arc. Drops in the tray.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
It's Curry outside. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Morris kicks to Shamet. Pass to Leonard. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Lou Williams is checked in for Morris.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
And it's off the back rim, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Hits it from three-point range. 21 points for Steph Curry.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Here's Green. He doesn't hit that one. And Golden State will come the other way. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Count that bucket. Wiggins has got 4 points in the quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Williams dishes to Leonard. Jackson from long range. It's rebounded by Golden State. Taken away by Williams. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He went on an aerial. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Then there's Draymond Green And it's Paschal in at the 4 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors.
A big key to the Clippers' recent surge, the development of Montrezl Harrell. His activity and his ability to score have been infectious for this team, and he also can be very intimidating.
Here's Leonard. And it's Curry with the rebound. Thompson for the triple. He can't get that one to fall. And the Clippers will come the other way. And the Clippers getting Harrell in that Chris Paul deal turned out to be a decent trade for both teams.
You're totally right. The Rockets already had Capella. Harrell was sort of a redundant in terms of skill set. And you can only have one rim runner on the floor before you began to compromise spacing.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got 7 rebounds in the game. It's George on the wing. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. The layup off target. Chris passed to Curry from downtown. And the Warriors miss again. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 17. Wasted no time on that one.
Well, he can hit the 3. He can drive it. Now you see what Williams can do from the mid-range.
It's Curry outside. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Puts it up from 15. Shot's good by Williams. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
And you know what? There was probably a better matchup on the floor, but when it goes in, nobody complains.
And you know what, Smitty? If you track his movement, you can see how active Steph Curry is in trying to get open.
As a guard, it's so impressive to see how Curry moves and relocates to get a shot off. He works harder than everyone else in the league to free up that extra time and that daylight that he needs to get a shot up.
And the Warriors making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Morris is checked in.
I mean, those huge hands of Kawhi Leonard give him great control of the ball. Very sparing with his turnovers.
And for Kawhi, he never seems like he's forcing the issue offensively.
I mean, he has studied the post games of Michael Jordan, and being able to score at all 3 levels has made the game easy. With his strength and his turnaround jumper, he can get his shot off with ease.
And Beverly kicks to Zubac. And stolen by Chris. Curry on the wing. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Thompson misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it's Leonard at the elbow. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Kevin, I like that he's staying aggressive. One of the NBA's most consistent scorers. Kawhi's been doing it all tonight.
Curry looking it over. Here's Wiggins. Curry passes to Wiggins. Just 5 to shoot. It's good. And the Warriors lead by 13.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Warriors.
It was like watching a 3-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Steph Curry.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Mistake by the defender, fouling a very good free throw shooter in Kawhi. Well, at this point, it's undeniable that Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. You talking about guys like Ray Allen, he has passed up. That is big time.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Bowman passes to Looney. To the inside. And stolen by Patterson. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And then Leonard with the dunk.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Man passes to Magruder. Noah with it. Looney on him. The drive by Noah. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Some good competition with the hometown advantage and their ability to... David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back at
our cameras caught the Clippers arriving at their building and coming through the tunnel. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Morris.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the 3. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Leonard in at the small forward.
Man, the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
The 3 from McCollum. Nurkic finds McCollum. Right side, Collins. Deep two from Anthony. The putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
Nobody near Leonard. The three-pointer, no good. Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
And the Blazers, one of the best offenses in the league. I mean, their guards can make most any shot. And they've got some glass eaters to chase down any misses.
Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. 5 on the clock. George passes to Zubac. Yes, that goes in. And the Blazers rely on their guards in McCollum and Lillard to generate, Chris, a lot of their offense.
You're sometimes right, Kevin, and it can even be to a fault at times. I mean, they need more offense from their front court. Guys who can pound the ball inside and generate some easy offense around the rim.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Leonard against Anthony. On the wing, George. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Golden State.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
Now, here's Lillard. Back to Anthony. It's stolen by Morris. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And it's George finishing it off.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
It's McCollum with the drive.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
So, for the Clippers, JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Zubac. Landry Shamet comes in for George. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Whiteside's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Mario Hezonja comes in for Zach Collins. Little, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Simons banked in off the glass. And you look at the shot chart from McCollum. He's a threat, Greg, from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
Clippers with the ball. Portland making their last shot. And it's Green missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Whiteside kicks to Little. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Leonard, that's for 2. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Leonard's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And that one drops. Leonard's got 9.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Simons, the pass. Ooh, look at him fly!
Get out the way! And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Los Angeles. And a switch here also for Portland. Trent's checked in, and it's Hezonja with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On the wing, Green. Pass to Shamet. Los Angeles shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Here's Trent. He's guarded by Williams. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Simons has got his 2nd basket of the night. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Shamet finds Williams. Back to Shamet. Outside, Green. It's stolen by Little. Lasagna, the pass to Trent. Great D that time from Leonard.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
Here's Shamet. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2000.
My inspiration really came from my mother.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and has not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Williams is out there with Jackson, and it's Green, and it's Shamet in at the 3, the small forward. Clock at 6. And here's Leonard from 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 12. While the NBA is entertaining, you know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive way. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
Well, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. You don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick, sweeping decisions, I think has also been awesome too. But I don't think any league in the history of sports has had more players speak up for issues in society than ours. Let's go back to Bill Russell and others, the way that they started the game and came in. We have to love it, and I love the fact that the league is not scared of the narrative, and we work together. And by the way, that Kyle Korver article was so awesome. It was so vulnerable for him to write that. And when you have players like that, no matter what color, that are selfless to speak out to make society better, then it's not just good for the game, but it's great for all of us. So kudos to Kyle, the Jazz, and everyone doing all they can do to make things better for everyone.
Absolutely. Shamet kicks to Green. Oh, Leonard in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Whiteside, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Jackson passes to Leonard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shamet kicks to Green. Back to Shamet. Jacks up a 3. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. Trailing by 2. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies. And here's Jackson. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Lots of room. Another one falls for the Clippers.
And 6 straight playoff appearances for the Blazers under Terry Stotts. Last season making the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, GA, and he was rewarded with a multi-year contract extension. He's done a great job developing their young players while also having them compete at a high level.
Here's Trent, and he drops it in from the low post. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And now Portland on the break. Here's Simons, and he hits it to tie the game up. Simons has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Back to Green. From the arc, bangs home the trifecta. Shamet's got 5.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He can be an ace when he gets a good look at three.
Simons, the pass to Little. Here's Simons, guarded by Green. Simons surveying the D. Passes it to Trent. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Azania. Here's Little. From outside, off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 3. Oh, Leonard in position. And stolen by Hezonja. And here they go. Whiteside, good. Whiteside's got 8 points in the quarter.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
A 3 from Leonard. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's...
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He ended up with 17 points.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Damian Lillard out there with Whiteside. And it's Anthony in at the 3. Morris finds Beverly. Back to Morris. The pass to Beverly. Nurkic against George. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. Los Angeles shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
And Leonard has it in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's Nurkic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the night. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
McCollum's checked in for Whiteside. Lillard fires away from way outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Collins, if you ask me, he has a bright future in this league. His work ethic, his drive to get better, it's infectious.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good.
And look, a tough rookie season for Zach Collins, but boy, he's bounced back much better in terms of shooting, showing why he was taken in the top 10 back in 2017.
And so Collins nails both of them. And you look at Collins, able to protect the rim and space the floor offensively.
And fits that modern template for an NBA center. Time will tell how good he can be, but he's already making an impact.
Chris, this is a specialty of yours. Which current bigs are best at finishing contested shots right at the rim?
Oh, well, I'll tell you this. The best big in the league last year, averaging 17 points, scoring in the paint, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yes.
I mean, he'll dunk on anybody. Move out the way. He finishes. What about Embiid inside? What about Gobert? What about Boogie Cousins? Should I continue? I can keep going because the big man is back, baby.
Lillard outside. He kicks it to Carmelo. Over Leonard. Anthony's shot is off.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Oh, textbook defense. I mean, it took a good angle to the shooter and bothered the release. Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
And that one's good. Lillard
The star just keeps rising for Damian Lillard. Heck of a talent with tremendous range.
Morris finds Zubac. Now here's Beverly, covered by Anthony. Stolen by McCollum. Here's Lillard, and the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got his third basket of the night right there.
And look at that, the touch of Lillard inside, so impressive. He's terrific at generating points.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. He dishes it to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Zubac has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time Sixth Man of the Year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, "I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space." Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always deadly. Thank you. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Pass to Anthony. And the shot goes in. Anthony's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
And it's McCollum in the corner. Fires from deep. He can't get it to go. The Clippers go the other way with it. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Nobody near George. Nice spin off the left rim and in. George has got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's Lillard. He's got 7. Out to Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Green's checked in. And Portland with a change here, too. Trent's checked in. And here's George for 3. Drills the three-pointer. George has got 10 points in the game.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide-open man easily.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Williams, he's checked in for the Clippers. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Stolen away.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Portland, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And he can't hit the second.
And the chance to take the lead gets away because of the miss.
Beverly finds Green. Nurkic with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooters.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Williams and Shamet are the guard set. Morris is out there with Green, and it's George in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Collins, good.
Showing some mobility. You got to clog up these lanes, or Collins will make you pay.
Zubac is checked in for JaMychal Green. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic. And here is Los Angeles now. A 2-point game. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's Shamet missing. Trailblazers shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Here's Anthony. And the rejection by Zubac. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Just 5 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Shamet finds George. Now Leonard. Here's Zubac, and it's blocked by Whiteside. McCollum up top. He's covered by Leonard. McCollum against Leonard. McCollum passes to Anthony. And the 3 ball is good. Anthony's got the lead up to 5 now for Portland.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
And Leonard gets it to go.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, Greg, this is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum with the ball. Offensive rebound. Passes it to Simons. From past the arc. That shot missing. Clippers trail by 5. Leonard on the wing. Covered by Anthony. On the wing, Morris. Outside, George. A 3 from Leonard. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Oh, Morris in position, and Morris throws it down.
Now, these shots are important for Morris to make, demonstrating why he is seen as a leader of this squad.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That is his first foul of the game. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Lillard's checked in. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Leonard.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him. And he knows this is the best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
And that couldn't have gone better for them right there. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish this thing off in style.
Morris kicks to Beverly. George passes to Zubac. In the corner, it's Morris. Outside for George. For the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Leonard with the steal.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you, GA, but I've seen crazy things happen.
Whiteside misses the baby hook. The Clippers have gone just 2 of 8 in this 4th quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Outside, George. Back to Leonard. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but just wasn't enough. And Morris is certainly a clutch player, demands the ball when the game is on the line.
McCollum dishes to Anthony. And a deep three from Lillard. And so it's Portland winning this one. A truly gutsy performance. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and
Give me a food.
You play 2K.
All the time.
You act.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And now you have an album. Anything you can't do?
I can't.
And a look at the Warriors arriving earlier on. Well, I like that story, David, and a good attitude. Great job. Thank you so much. Now, Golden State's starting five. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Green, and it's Chris in its center, locking down the middle. And for the Trailblazers, Collins plays the four with Nurkic at the five. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. The shot by Curry, no good.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers.
And it goes down 2 points.
Has tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Wiggins kicks to Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Chris throws it down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Lillard dishes to Collins. Back to Lillard. Kicks it out to Collins. Over Green. Here's Lillard. Got a piece of it.
And Chris rises up, and is he playing volleyball, Kevin? He just spiked that one away.
Here's Wiggins. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Clearly a foul.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
With the playoffs around the corner, Brent, some teams already making vacation plans. Talk about the disappointment that those kinds of teams are feeling right now.
Yeah, you start the beginning of training camp with ideas of wanting to play into the postseason, and you know the realization of that goal is not going to be met. And what you want to do is remember your opportunity as a player, Kevin, to go out and still compete. You might not be back with the team that you're playing the end of the season with the last 10 games. Maybe you're somewhere else. But there are teams, as we've always said, still watching you. And so don't ever get away from the idea of the competition as the season winds down.
They always say the eye in the sky doesn't lie. Everything is on tape, right? I mean,
yeah, and they are assessing how it is that you approach that, because you show your stripes when things are not going well. What kind of character do you have?
Here's Curry, and it's Golden State with another.
A dynamic offensive player who just makes this machine go, the straw that stirs the drink. And Steph from the mid-range that time.
Count that one.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 22-point game against Memphis. Nurkic finds Lillard. Shoots over Curry, and it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Chris pass to Green, out to Thompson. 1:56 left in the first quarter. Back to Wiggins. Golden State moving the ball around. 4 on the clock. Launches it. But they recover it. Outside for Curry. Three-pointer. Collins grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The putback and the second chance effort by McCollum.
Sometimes CJ, just with movement alone, finds himself in the right spot, and this time picks up a couple of garbage points.
Got a piece of it. Wiggins passes to Thompson. The three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Lillard attacking. It's deflected, and he gets it back. Here's Nurkic. No good that time. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
But I'm sure they learned their lesson from that game. They know they can't afford to have their first unit unavailable when the game is at critical junctures this time around.
And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That'll be his second foul of the game for the Trailblazers. Whiteside's checked in for Jusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in for Lillard.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, he'd like to have that one back. I think there was an angle to get to that ball, but a bit reckless on that play.
Now here's Little. Back to Whiteside. Lays it up off the glass.
And while we're more used to seeing him put on his scrubs and operate from the post, Whiteside really shows off his athleticism there with the drive, which results in a bucket.
And the basket by Curry.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
The pass to Little. Tries a three. Offensive rebound.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. The Warriors on top, leading by 8. All the great Golden State Warrior scorers, Draymond Green's.
I think there are times where one of the...
Yeah, why not? Green knows that, Greg, if you're in the zone, keep firing.
And with his unselfishness and vision, Green, more often than not, is the one setting the table.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter, we've got Looney, and it's Poole in at the shooting guard position. One thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Klay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him. Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Warriors leading by 12. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Got that one up quick. Curry's got 11 points.
Oh, Steph Curry at his best right there.
Trent passes to Little. To halt the run. Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback. Trent's got his second bucket tonight. Golden State's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Curry's shot is off.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Hezonja kicks to Little. Passes it to Trent. To the paint. Here's Hezonja. And he makes good on the layup. Hezonja's got it back down to within single digits for the Trailblazers.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Curry. From deep. The long-distance 3 is buried. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Inside. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Simons, the pass to Whiteside. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Wiggins.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside. And the game plan against the Blazers, the last few postseasons has been trapping Lillard and McCollum and forcing someone else to beat you.
Yeah, and you wonder if this is an opportunity for Zach Collins to really step into his own, along with Nurkic, who last year was injured during the playoffs, so that there can be some points and contributions coming from your power forward and center position. That'll ease some pressure on your backcourt.
Wiggins is checked in for the Warriors. Thompson comes in for Curry. Poole, no good. Trailblazers trail by 15. And it's McCollum in the corner. Pass to Simons with the shot. McCollum left side. Here's Whiteside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And that's what you want to do with Whiteside, feeding him the ball in the paint where he makes the defense collapse.
And it's been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade. A chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
Whiteside, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. That one's swatted.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in. To the middle. Golden State moving the ball around. There's the pass to Poole. Thompson in the corner. 5 to shoot. But they'll get another chance. A three-pointer. Wiggins connects from three-point range. Wiggins has got 12 in the game.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And a wide-open look for McCollum. Trains the three-pointer.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
Thompson from long range. Collins grabs the miss.
Yeah, still trying to calibrate right now because he had 1 3 in the first quarter, but nothing since.
7-second difference, shot and game clock, and Portland turns it over again. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies. Stephen Curry is checked in for the Warriors. Warriors leading by 14. Wiggins kicks to Curry. He feeds it to Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one.
Yeah, that's just working for the better shot. We always talk about in the NBA, good to great, great possession there. Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 1. And
there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Collins running the floor, and coaches love to see a big who can get out and keep up with the ball.
Curry with a wide open look. Offensive rebound.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Here's McCollum. Makes it off the glass. McCollum's got 7 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Shot's good by Anthony.
How about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. 17 points was their biggest margin. A three-pointer, Wiggins hands it from downtown. 15 points in the game. Brett, we hear this all the time. Good defense beats good offense. Do you think that's true?
I don't know how defense scores. So, in today's game, seeing the juggernauts and seeing what we've seen, Kevin, quite frankly, as some of the best offensive teams, not only in the last 5 years, but in the history of the league, around the Houston Rockets and what the Golden State Warriors have been able to do. It's about equipping your team defensively to be able to stop that stylistically. But certainly, every coach will say it comes down to defense because that is something you can control.
Chris pass to Thompson. Warriors getting another chance here. Chris kicks to Curry. Wiggins surveying the floor. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And a moment to see numbers for Andrew Wiggins. Right around 21 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when the star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night, and he's good on the 2nd. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Warriors leading by 12. Here's Curry. Pascal, the pass to Curry. Wiggins with it. There's the three. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's Trent. And the rejection by Curry.
Curry, great timing on the block, catching his man off guard with a big-time rejection.
So for the Trailblazers, Zach Collins comes in for Mario Hezonja. And Anthony subbed in for a little.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And, you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
Pascal, good on the baseline, Jay. Pascal's got 6 points.
Yeah, he's going to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You could argue Curry is one of the most skilled players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size and athleticism, but Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill.
Kevon Looney is checked in for the Warriors. Outside Curry. No good with the triple.
He was terrific in the first half, guys. Maybe some adjustments from the opposing team coach, and he's lost a little bit of that touch here in the second.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And it's Wiggins missing. Trailblazers trail by 8. Here's Trent. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That is his first foul of the game. 1:14 left here in the third quarter. Here's Curry with the three.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Trent gets the bucket.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. It seems like every shot these guys have been putting up has been going in. This month's top shooters. In the third spot, Hassan Whiteside.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Here's Pascal. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Pascal's got 8 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Kicks to Curry. 6 to shoot. Tries again. The shot is good off the backboard. Curry's got 20.
I feel like when he gets going like this, it's a night where Steph might take a few more chances offensively. That spells trouble for the defense.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Trailblazers have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Thompson from long range. It's good from long range. 10 points for him.
This is why Klay Thompson is one of the best shooters in the league.
Anthony finds Nurkic. Lets it go. No problem on the jumper in close.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
And contact. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review, is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. To shoot.
Make simple passes. We got him caught trying to make a great pass.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Chris, and it's Pascal in its small forward. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 17 points was their biggest margin. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Green with the rebound. Green's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. It's tipped. And it's in there. Green's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Warriors.
Draymond did a good job of getting some space there and rooting himself to collect.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Lillard dishes to McCollum.
Yeah, just one turnover in the first half, but it's been a different story here in the second half. He is not doing a good job of keeping the ball in his mitts.
Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets. Then on Tuesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And looking at that Timberwolves matchup, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. McCollum trying to get open. Shots good by Anthony.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. It's Curry outside, and it's Marquise Chris with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear over the back.
Nothing wrong with being physical, but that's just over the top.
Over in the corner, Lillard. It's McCollum on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Goes up again. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic.
Nurkic using his body that time. A polished move.
Warriors leading by 6. Chris kicks to Thompson. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And the basket by Lillard.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at him.
Wow, hammering it in.
That's a fierce attack from Marquise Chris getting to the rim.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
That's a tip of the cap there, always wanting to take the big shot for his team. Lillard makes more than his fair share.
And that'll be 2 free throws. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Stolen by McCollum. Down low. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And he was a go-to guy in crunch time in college, and McCollum now has developed that reputation here in the league.
They throw good, McCollum.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. .152 left in the fourth quarter. Wiggins from outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 7th assist here tonight. Lillard from deep three-point land. And another three for Portland.
Absolutely essential that they come right back and answer with that three of their own. And this gets the crowd energized.
Passes to Curry. Back to Thompson. For three. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback. And the Warriors lead by 5.
Marquise Chris, that's confidence.
Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. So he gets them both.
And now you're in a great position thanks to those clutch free throws. One possession game now.
First one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
One thing that's quietly understated about Steph Curry is that competitive fire to keep pushing the envelope. Even though he's set these high marks and these high bars, he wants to see if he can eclipse some of the marks that he set in the early part of his career.
Lillard with the bucket.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. 17 points was their biggest margin. Took him no time at all on that one. 24 points for Steph Curry.
And none better, Steph stepping up. What a great feel for the moment. Steph Curry. Bingo.
Shot by Collins, no good.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there. And that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Lillard from outside. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
He's just such a dynamite scorer, and for 82 games of a regular season, Lillard's in attack mode.
Here's Thompson, the 15-footer. Good.
And that's why this team loves having Klay Thompson. Big shot.
To the inside. Yes!
Just a remarkable make by Whiteside there. That's a huge basket.
Curry against McCollum. Outside Curry. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Nurkic checked in for Whiteside. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. A 3 from McCollum. It's good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And McCollum's pace hasn't changed even under pressure.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. Thompson outside. There's the dish to Curry. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap. And I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. This was all right, David. Thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.
benefits to this team, resulting in unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove? I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K." It wasn't Doris Burke, the announcer. It was Doris Burke from 2K.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Morris.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Wiggins, and it's Chris in at the 5 roaming the paint. And for the Clippers, they've got Ivica Zubac. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Morris in at the 4-man position. And Green is right there.
I think he just has a knack for anticipating where the miss is going to come off the rim. Just a great read by Draymond Green.
And Beverley kicks to Morris. Curry with the steal. George against Thompson. Pass to Chris. Back to Thompson. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. These are 2 rugged teams, Doris. Rugged teams. Battle-hardened, tested, scrappy. This will be fun.
This will be fun, and we know one thing, Kevin. The execution is going to be there. There's a number of players tonight who've proven themselves capable when the game is hanging in the balance. Both teams run great stuff. I can't wait to see the action.
I can't either. Now Thompson. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Leonard with the steal, and Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Beverley. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Out to the wing. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Leonard. Over to the left wing. Here's Zubac. The shot, no good. And Golden State will come the other way. Their last encounter was in San Francisco.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards. Boy, when you look at the numbers and the impact for Paul George, there is no question he's been in the MVP conversation. The outside shooting, the ability to attack the rim, and the force he is on the defensive end, just so impressive.
Thompson dishes to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Now the pass to Leonard. Curry with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. Releases. Again, Golden State.
Oh, great ball movement there.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And Doris with George, and his offense last season might have been his best effort yet.
Yeah, Kevin, he had to take on more responsibility on the offensive end, and you could tell he has shot more and more threes. He gives his team a much-needed outside threat. You loved everything Paul George is able to give you.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
On the wing, Morris. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Coming off that loss against the Nets. And the rejection by Zubac. Pass to Thompson. Golden State moving it around. Curry can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 14. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Beverly. Morris with the ball. Working on Chris. Out left to the wing. Beverly, the pass to Morris. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, this is the area of the floor where Marcus Morris can be a problem because of that frame and that game. Look out, gentlemen.
Here's Thompson. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And George kicks to Beverly. From deep. Warriors with the rebound. There's a minute left in the first quarter. There's Green with the three. That shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard, that's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
Curry against Beverly. Lets the three fly. And it's Stephen Curry with a three. Curry's got 6.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Beverly. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's George. Morris tips it back in.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Higgins outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Well, make them foul you to stop you. That's what Andrew Wiggins does.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of this. Free throw good, Wiggins. Both teams deciding to change it up. And both free throws good for Wiggins. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. 13 points up at the end of the period. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Andrew Wiggins, and it's Poole in at the point guard.
How about that concentration from Andrew Wiggins? He refuses to give in to the defense. What a finish.
Back to Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And he's known as the Claw, Kawhi Leonard Doris, with some of the biggest hands in the NBA.
Well, consider, Kevin, that hand is over 11 inches from thumb to pinky. That's 52% wider than the normal hand. Basically, his hands correspond to a person who would be almost 9 feet tall. Incredible.
Wiggins drives in. Great D that time from Green.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Jackson down low. He had 16 points in the win against the Warriors in San Francisco. Green finds Leonard. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter. and they're starting to get on track.
Wiggins drives in, and that one is good. Wiggins has got 4 points this quarter.
Listen, he's figuring out how to maximize his immense physical gifts, but Andrew Wiggins being aggressive on the drive.
And it's good for 2.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Well, the quickness to beat you inside, Wiggins possesses that in spades.
And as talented as Andrew Wiggins is, there are games, Doris, when he can fade into the background, and his team needs him the most.
Yes, and the questions become, is he passive? Is he disengaged on the offensive end? And that, I think, can be frustrating because people around the league will tell you that this young man is as talented and as skilled as any player in the league. It's really, for Andrew Wiggins, about finding a measure of consistency.
To the wing on the left. Here's Pascal, and that one is stuffed right through.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
The funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Williams passes to Jackson. Leonard inside. Shoots. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Jackson.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
It's stolen by Green. It's deflected, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Wiggins.
But sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
Morris is checked in for Leonard. And the Warriors also making a change. Curry's checked in.
And as long as Reggie Jackson is healthy, he's going to give you some punch as a lead guard. Solid scoring option and a guy who's also unselfish in terms of getting his teammates involved.
Paul George, he's checked in for the Clippers. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry outside. And Thompson throws it down.
I always like seeing Klay Thompson be active on the glass. He's got a good feel and good size.
George with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Williams for 3, and Thompson sends it back.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Curry with the 3. Morris with the rebound. And for the last half decade, Reggie Jackson has been good for about 15 points a game.
And that is about the consistency you can expect from Jackson. He's always been a talent. The key for him is just staying on the floor.
Here's Curry, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
That's a shot any team in the NBA is going to have trouble preventing. Steph Curry's jump shot is simply at another level.
It's Williams with the drive. The shot by George, wide open. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
There's 38 seconds left to play here in the half. And there it is for him.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball.
Got a piece of it.
Pick up the pace, get the 2-for-1 here.
Well, you want efficiency and quality shots in this situation.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Warriors have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes. and they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
The feed to Beverly. Misses from short range. Here's Pascal. The three. And that's good. Steph Curry for three. Curry's got 11 points.
As a catch-and-shoot player, Steph Curry is as dangerous as it gets.
And so it's Andrew Wiggins making highlights for... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to Andrew Wiggins led the way in the first half. He had 13 points and 1 block. And...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
We've got Patrick Beverly. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Morris finds Zubac. Back to Morris. Over in the corner, Beverly. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Wiggins, and it's sent back by George.
How about the timing from Paul George on that rejection? Twice on the pipe.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Well, the commitment to winning for the Golden State Warriors certainly begins at the top of the organization. Right, guys? Ownership has made it very clear money will not be an issue in retaining their stars.
And George with the stuff.
Well, you love the tenacity. Paul George cannot be contained when he gets near the 10.
Thompson outside. Back to Curry. From outside the arc. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And the Warriors ownership saying they want this organization to be more than a basketball team, Doris. What do you take that to mean?
I think it means, Kevin, probably the popularity of a great team can be leveraged, right? Via marketing, via media, technology, real estate. Those other revenue streams enable them to sustain this big payroll. Boy, for all the talent Andrew Wiggins brings to the table, you wonder what his assessment of the 2018-19 season is. Obviously, he took a step back in terms of his production, and I think that had a lot to do with his lack of consistency with his shot. He's got a ton of talent. Let's see where it takes him.
And the Clippers making a change here. Shamet's checked in. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
And with Wiggins, Doris, and his struggles last year, he seemed to be relying more on his outside shot.
You wonder if Wiggins feels the pressure of an NBA that now so heavily emphasizes that three-point shooting. But his strength, to me, is putting the ball on the deck, attacking the rim, and relentlessly going at defenders. He's got to get back to that.
Here's Shamet. Drops in the layup for 2.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Warriors leading. Thompson outside. Lets it go from deep. And it's Thompson again missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Shamet kicks to Zubac. Now the dish to Beverly. Shot clock at 5. Shamet on the wing. For the lead. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Thompson looking for an opening. Good on the triple. Thompson's got 14 points.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Beverly, the pass to Shamet. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Oh, you might have been wondering who the top scoring small forwards have been over the last 10 games. Wonder no more. Here's a peek. Kawhi Leonard on top. Andrew Wiggins third.
A lot of the NBA's most explosive players man that small forward position, and you're looking at a pretty good collection of them right there.
Boy, that's putting it mildly. The offensive firepower they're packing is superb, and their talent runs the gamut. They can hurt you inside, long range, anywhere in between. They're all just too tough to stop.
And Thompson sends it back.
We know that Thompson is an excellent defender. He does such a good job timing shots for those rejections.
Clippers trail by 6.
Got to recognize the situation, trying to get a 2-for-1.
Well, this is where the play call is crucial, right? If you're in a 2-for-1, you've got to get the first shot quickly.
And the ability to stretch the floor from the power forward spot doors becoming almost a requirement. That's worked out well for Marcus Morris.
Boy, when he comes into the league, Kevin, 2011, he was viewed as that classic tweener. That at one point was a negative level. The game has now shifted his direction because of his versatility.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Zubac. Williams comes in for Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Releases. Kept alive. Looney. Goes back up. The shot by Curry, no good. Passes it to Williams. Back to Morris. It's tipped for the tie. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Warriors lead by 2. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Wiggins is out there with Steph Curry. And it's Looney in at the 5, down low. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And, Kevin, you don't stay a perennial 6th Man of the Year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
Here's Wiggins, and oh boy, a lot of contact there. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay reviews is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys.
Thank you, David. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And that's now 19 points for Andrew Wiggins. Clippers trail by 5. Here's Williams. Count it. Good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Free throw good. Lou Williams.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Here's Chris. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Well, this guy, a top 10 pick in 2016, we have seen Marquise Chris's talent. We've also seen the areas where he can improve.
That's good from Chris. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
It's Williams with the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Williams has got 9 points here in the second half.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams. Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Klay Thompson understands how to play with great pace. He knows exactly when to rise and fire.
Right side, George. He's looking for Williams and finds him. That one goes. Count it. Williams has got 9 points in the quarter.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Wiggins dishes to Thompson. Elbow shot is on the way. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And that one's good. George.
Well, Paul George just putting on a show right now. He's been around this league for a long time. The confidence is there.
Wiggins kicks to Curry. Top of the key. That one misses. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. For the Clippers, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Green. And Kawhi Leonard comes in for Reggie Jackson. Morris. Leonard the pass to Morris. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 4 assists in the game.
My goodness, guys, you talk about embracing the moment, burying a key shot. Go ahead, Mr. Morris. We see you doing work.
Here's George. Wow, hammering it in.
Wow. How about Paul George commanding the basketball when his team needs a basket? Go to work, sir.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Williams. 1:32 left in the 4th quarter, and really deep through that time. 22 points for Klay Thompson.
Well, big-time moment means big-time guy, and Klay Thompson delivers yet again.
The Clippers have gotten all 8 of their shots in the 4th quarter to drop. Truly remarkable. To the middle, here's Leonard. Basket counts.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
It's Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
One of the best ever at embracing big moments. Steph up to the challenge.
Here's Zubac, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Warriors trail by 3. On the wing, Wiggins. He's covered by Leonard. Thompson for 3. It counts. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Here's Chris. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. And so it's Leonard with it. They'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Steph Curry with the rebound.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And And so here is Golden State. Count it!
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
And Greg, to me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Clippers have possession. And it's the Warriors' ball. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Well, Stephen Curry makes the game look easy, but what you know is he has put in the time to be great, and that's what you have to respect. He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a two-possession game.
Stolen by Beverly, and pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. Count it! So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. This win, such a tremendous amount. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our terrific...
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome back to 2K TV. Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm gonna end it right now.
He's going to end it.
I'm going to end
I feel it. I feel it.
it.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. The players loved it. Thank you, David. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the power forward. And for Portland, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. Nurkic, and the rejection by Zubac. Outside, George. Zubac kicks to George. Clippers moving the ball around. Out to Morris. Nurkic with the block. Now McCollum checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Shoots it. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Steve, we know it's a long season for the players, but talk about the coaches.
Kevin, you've seen it. Those coaches that are on a hot seat, they have those bags under their eyes, no sleep. Those coaches that have a long contract and they're winning, they're pretty good. And I think the coaches that sleep well is the coaches that have teams that they know that kind of runs themselves.
First quarter, just over a minute played. It's McCollum on the wing. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
George passes to Leonard. Over in the corner, Beverly. Inside. Out to Morris. And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. That's his first foul. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Back to Leonard in the corner. George with it. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
I can't believe that went in, and I don't think he can either.
Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's McCollum. He's coming off a 22-point game against Memphis.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Just 3 to shoot. Here's Nurkic. Misses the 3. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Zubac finds Morris. Outside Leonard. Outside George. Out to Morris. Beverly wide open. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Strong three-point shooter throughout his career. Can't afford to allow Beverly much room from out there. Well, you talk about someone who's an absolute piranha on defense, and that is Patrick Beverly. Gives you no room to get comfortable and is a thorn in his assignment side.
Here's Morris. Following the score by Damian Lillard. Count it.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
McCollum outside. Fires the 3. Connects from three-point range. McCollum's got 5 points so far. And Smitty with Beverly and his defense, it's not like he turns it on or off.
Nope, he's always going full speed on defense. It's been his calling card as a player for years now. And it's what he's made his name on in the NBA.
And here's Leonard. Following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. The Clippers need to get off a shot from deep three-point range. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
1:11 left in the first. Lillard attacking, dishes it to Collins. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. The Clippers shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And then for the Clippers, JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Zubac. Landry Shamet comes in for Marcus Morris. Lou Williams is subbing for Patrick Beverley. And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson's checked in. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. 5 on the clock. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game. And he makes both free throws.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Grizzlies. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. They kick it out to Green. Down low. Pass to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. A rebound by Hezonja.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Here's Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Whiteside with ferocity. Defense, where are you?
And here's Leonard from
He got it to go, and he beat the ball.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Clippers lead by 6. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's their strategy. Try to overwhelm you. Try to put you in a hole you have to dig yourself out of.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Green is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Williams. And it's Shamet in at the small forward. On defense, the Clippers. Simons shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's his first. Smitty, here's an interesting question. Over the next 5 years, which player wins the most MVP?
You know, I think it's Giannis. He's looking like the favorite right now because the way he's playing, he has a possibility to win the MVP now. And then I think also because of his age, he's the one guy. And also Anthony Davis could catch Giannis. He has that type of talent.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Passes it to Trent. Shot is good in the Los Angeles Leafs, but down now to just 6 in the basket from Hassan Whiteside.
The activity of Whiteside, if he plays with consistent energy, the sky's the limit.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. That one drops for him. Little's got his first 2 points of the night. Los Angeles leading by 4. Williams dishes to Leonard. Outside Jackson. Here's Shamet. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Shamet's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Simons surveying the D. Pass to Whiteside. And again, it's Portland converted.
Hassan Whiteside looking comfortable. This shot has expanded his game.
Outside Leonard in the corner. Shamet with it to the paint. Here's Green, and it's good. 2 points. And the Clippers lead by 7.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And now, here's Hezonja. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I mean, he's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's a beautiful play.
In the corner, Shamet with it. And there's the pass to Jackson. Now, here's Shamet. He's covered closely. Jackson kicks to Williams. Shamet on the wing. His three-pointers off the mark. And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers, trailing by 5. Now, there is no doubt Hassan Whiteside still a major factor in rim protection.
I'm not sure if his block totals will get back to 4 a game, but he still gets plenty of blocks. The fear he puts in shooters, the amount of shots he changes, still make him one of the best in the business on defense.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Whiteside. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Hezonja. McCollum's checked in for Little. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simmons. And Portland making a change here. Collins is checked in.
That's his first personal foul.
Last outing for the Clippers. They won that game against Golden State.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
It was a terrific performance we got a chance to watch. They got into a nice rhythm and made smart adjustments along the way.
The Clippers shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
That's his first personal foul.
And that one misses.
A really good second-round pick out of Arkansas. Beverly fits perfectly in that 3-and-D role.
And the second free throw, good. Portland trailing here. Lillard from outside. That one, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Shamet kicks to Morris. To the wing right side. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. There's the triple. Portland grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Back to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
No, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
No, bounce to the ounce, Greg. Yeah, showing off the bunnies.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Collins against George. It's Collins with the drive.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
At the line for two.
And he sinks the second. And here is Los Angeles now. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Here's Zubac. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. Well, Ivica Zubac may not block a lot of shots, but Smitty, he is still a solid defender.
What Zubac does is a great job of challenging players at the rim and provides great help from the weak side. He does rack up a lot of defensive fouls, but hopefully that decreases with time.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Lillard fires away from way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Out to the right wing. Inside, here's Beverly. And Morris throws it down.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also...
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They've got a 2-point lead. Kenny? And
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Patrick Beverley. He's been playing really well.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
You know, you almost take it for granted. You look at his numbers from the first half. They're just expected at this point.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George. That's 7 points for Leonard.
He's a bona fide star. Kawhi Leonard with the workman-like approach.
And Anthony gets double-teamed. They get a hand on it, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Leonard against Anthony. Pass to Lillard. Nurkic in the post. Right block shot, and he nails the jumper. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the night. Smitty, you played with the U.S. national team. Would you say they allow more physicality in FIBA than they do in the NBA?
No, I think, Kevin, different parts of the game, there's more physicality. Like on the free throw line, boxing out. Like going up for rebounds, they let a lot more than we're used to go. But usually the NBA players adjust, and they find their way.
And that one's good, Lillard.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Pass to Zubac. To the inside. Here's Leonard, and he uses the glass on the layup. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one. Leonard on the wing. 9 points in the game so far. Zubac the pass to Beverley. George with the ball. Lillard picks him up. Back to George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
And Nurkic gets it to go.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
And Beverley kicks to Leonard. Down low, got a piece of it. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Damian Lillard.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Zubac the pass to George. Back to Zubac. 6 on the shot clock. Feeds to George. Over Anthony. They get it back. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Lillard from deep three-point land. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
To the left side wing. Pass to Beverley. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Zubac. Landry Shamet comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Lou Williams is checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverley. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
Whiteside light off his feet. Plus, he can block your shot with either hand.
Los Angeles has gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Jackson dishes to Morris. Back to Jackson. A rebound by Hezonja.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
to the middle. It's stolen by Green.
And a 2-for-1 is there for them if they want it.
Often the way you end quarters has a big impact on the outcome of the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Little. And it's Little finishing it off.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. On the wing, Green. And the pass to Jackson. Williams kicks to Jackson. Here's Shamet. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Lasagna's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Nice work on defense there by Green. He has the mobility.
Some impressive scoring, and we still have 1 quarter to go. Who will gain the upper hand in the 4th?
Right now, we're making the hustle play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. So for the Clippers right now, Williams is out there with Jackson. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's JaMychal Green. And it's Morris in at the 4-man position.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for 2.
Both good from the line that time. Jackson with it. Williams scanning the floor. Yep, that one goes in there.
Good recognition by Lou. Sees a crack in the defense, has the speed to exploit it.
Here's Simons. Whiteside, and Whiteside stays right with it. Whiteside's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tipping.
Williams kicks to Green. Outside Jackson. Here's Morris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
He doesn't get the second one. Simons, the pass to Collins. And good that time. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
That one falls.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Shamet on the wing. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists tonight.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
It's stolen by Anthony. And now Portland on the break. Here's Simons. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
McCollum's checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for JaMychal Green. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. Paul George, he's checked in for Lou Williams. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Jackson. Lillard attacking. He feeds it to Whiteside. Puts it up from 12. And too long on the shot. Clippers trail by 4. Here's George. Lays it up off the glass.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi. Aware of what the defense is trying to do. Understands the spacing.
And here's Anthony for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Leonard. Another one falls for the Clippers.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Lillard, the pass to Collins. The open shot, Anthony. No good off the back of the rim.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim. Important points from Morris. And when he's feeling it, he'll step up and take control.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's Portland now. It's McCollum on the wing. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the three spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
George dishes to Leonard. And it's George finishing it off.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to one. No free throws good from Lillard.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
They're on cloud nine.
That was a huge lift for this crowd.
Outside, Green. Pass to Zubac. Back to Green. Outside Leonard. To the paint. Stolen by Collins. Lillard attacking. And contact on the shot. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Green kicks to Leonard. Green taking his time here. Here's Zubac. The tagger! He drills the game winner!
And he wins it at the buzzer.
Was that for real? Did I just see that?
So it's Los Angeles.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
This year was so much fun, but it definitely came with some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
That's right. In fact, it's been an honor for us to share our time and our episodes with you, the fans, the community. And the big news is NBA 2K TV is returning for Season 7.
Yes, we're coming your way on September 4th. All new episodes of NBA.
When the Warriors come down the tunnel, it's always a sight to see. Dressed in the and nothing. Well, Oakland has been a wonderful home for the Warriors, but we know San Francisco will be too. Thanks, DA. Let's take a look at our starters from Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the small forward. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Chris in at the center position. Lillard attacking. Nice move. And the layup is good. lot of different styles of basketball, and, we're talking about Coach of the Year here. What style of coach did you prefer to play for?
Well, I just wanted a coach that was honest, that held everyone accountable, and allowed us to get out and run. We want a coach that believes in the talent that he has, and that doesn't hamper anyone's skill set, doesn't hold anyone back based upon their offensive philosophy. The game is changing, so hopefully you have a coach that is flexible. Hopefully you have a coach that is forward-thinking, and you have a coach that says, let it fly. That might be the most important skill set of a coach, in my opinion. One that says, hey, you got an open shot, you better take it.
Thompson against Nurkic. Pass to Chris. Golden State moving it around. No one covering.
Perfect shooting form. Something Thompson's known for. I mean, when he's hitting the open shot, he operates at another level.
Lillard misses.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And now here comes Collins leading the break. And here's McCollum for three. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Outside Curry. On the wing, Thompson. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, that's just a lucky break from the deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
It's stolen by Curry. Here's Chris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Damian Lillard.
Young, rangy big man. Chris possesses a nice skill set, and I think the potential to be a terrific player in our league.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Portland no good that time either. Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to the Nets. The drive by Thompson. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
He's not just a spot-up shooter. Thompson also loves trying his luck on the drive and getting inside.
And the pick-and-roll tandem of Damian Lillard and Jusuf Nurkic, one of the most unstoppable in our league.
Yeah, Nurkic, as a role man, not only a scorer, but also a capable passer, too. He had the second most assists on the team last season. He and Lillard have mastered the nuances of the pick-and-roll game.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Chris, and Chris throws it down.
Sensational recognition. Green realizes immediately when one of his guys is open.
Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Curry. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game.
It's big whenever McCollum takes over possessions like these, proving he can be an effective two-way threat.
Wiggins outside. Fires for three. A three-pointer is right on target.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 6 points for Lillard.
Entering the NBA, I knew he needed to develop his mid-range game. He did it, and it's opened things up for him.
Collins kicks to Lillard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lillard's got 8 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Warriors leading by 3. Curry passes to Green. Now here's Thompson. Wiggins right side. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And with all the numbers that Curry puts up, all the records, Chris, that he owns, crazy to think that he's often sitting in the fourth quarter due to the score.
Yeah, it is crazy, Kevin. I mean, you pick Curry's MVP season, and even then he wasn't playing huge minutes. That is a testament to just how incredible he is. Curry finds ways to end games even before it reaches the floor.
Good on the three-point shot.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
43 seconds left here in the opening quarter. To the inside. Here's Whiteside. In the corner, it's Little. And the layup's good off the glass.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Warriors leading by 5. Passes it to Looney. Here's Pascal. He's covered by Whiteside. Wiggins outside. The pass to Poole. Clock at 6. The 19-foot shot and out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
Here's Simons, and the layup falls.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Yeah, and this is what you love to see. Both teams going at it, working to get to their spots. And
a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Warriors lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
But just wearing them out. I mean, when you space the floor like this, the defense has to run and expend energy.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Hezonja at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Simons in at the point. Here's Poole. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Great work to find the space to get off the open jumper. He's going to work hard for those.
And with the Warriors, the strength of their defense comes from their versatility.
Yeah, they have a roster that can switch on everything. Guys like Draymond allow them to go small and not lose out on D. I mean, this team is very smart with their defensive scheme.
Out left to the wing, shoots a 3, scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And Portland with another turnover here. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Monday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors. Fires the 3. That shot, no good. The Warriors go the other way. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
Yeah, and they can't afford a repeat of that. They need a lot more minutes out of their core group tonight.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Trying his luck from deep. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies. Stolen away. Only one man back on D. And the basket by Pascal. Pascal's got his second basket of the night.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Here's Trent. In the corner, it's Little. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Wiggins. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Trent.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
A 3 ball. Can't hit that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Pass to Hezonja. Chris, over the last 40 years, a steady decline in offensive rebound. Largely due, I'm guessing, to the concern with transition defense, right?
Definitely, and let's give respect to the offensive rebounding that it should have. Whenever you had guys like Rodman, Popeye Jones, guys that used to just and have nightmares about because they were such great rebounders, Benoit as well. Now it's a little bit different because those guys were playing the 4 position, right? So now at the 4 position, you have to get back on defense because if you're not, guys are shooting threes from Curry land in the 4 position because the game is evolved. And so now it is better to get back in transition than trying to get an extra possession for your team. You still want to attack the glass. You just want to make sure you know who's in the game at that time because now you have guys leaking out, getting a quick shot on that other end.
Stolen by Collins. Inside. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Anthony.
A physical player with a large frame. Nurkic was seemingly unbothered by the contact. Well, everyone has already agreed that Curry is a generational talent and one of the greatest shooters of all time. I mean, at this point, he is just climbing up the all-time list in NBA history. I mean, he's a robust resume.
And with Curry, the titles, the unanimous MVPs, Chris, it's hard to argue he's not one of the best ever.
Yeah, Kevin, what stands out to me is just how much he's changed the game. I mean, when you alter how teams approach the game and how kids practice at home, he's made the three just as big as the dunk.
Green passes to Wiggins. Golden State moving the ball around. Back to Curry. From deep. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first half. And the shot goes in.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Anthony on the wing. Good, nice job down low.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the three spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
On its way from Curry for two. The shot will not fall. And it's Portland the other way. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McCollum. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Here's Curry. The 19-footer is on the money. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
As everyone going one way, he pulls out the rug with the quick stop and pop.
Three-pointer, Lillard. A shot off that time. Curry with the defensive effort. Launches a three. And the Warriors get it back. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Drains it from beyond the arc. And now a 7-point Warrior lead. Lillard fires away from way outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the 2K. Golden State did not hesitate to set the pace. An exceptional game plan helped them open with a... And that's a wrap for our...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Chris in at the center, filling out the middle. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And Curry has it in the corner. He kicks to Thompson. Doesn't go that time. Now Portland takes it the other way.
Well, Kevin, this Warriors team, they just have a wealth of stars. Nothing can equal the roster from last season, though. But they legitimately had an all-star at every position for a bit.
Here's Curry with the three. Green. And Green is right there. Green's got his first bucket of the night.
A lot of bunnies come Green's way because of the way he works on the offensive glass.
Left side, Collins. Back to Lillard. It's deflected. Now the Warriors moving it up. A three-pointer. Wiggins. And it's Portland with the rebound. And even with the departures this offseason, the Warriors, Chris, are still a contender.
Yeah, and the Warriors knew that they couldn't keep the same roster. It just wasn't possible. But still, what a ride it was for the short time it lasted.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Green dishes to Thompson. Chris kicks to Curry. The tray. Collins grabs the miss.
His shot's it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Chris pass to Green. Stolen by Collins. McCollum left side. Over Green. Green with the block.
And there's the standout deal. Green again, excellent at utilizing his length to turn away shots.
And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. Here's Collins. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Defense is aggressive on him, but when you're giving up that much height, there's only so much you can do.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. And that one falls for Collins. And the 10th pick in 2017 out of Gonzaga, Zach Collins, figures to be an important piece moving forward.
Just a huge demand for rim protectors who can also space the floor. But this 9'3" standing reach, are you kidding me? He's a presence inside.
Down low. The Warriors pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Pascal. Count it. Pascal's got 6. Here's Simons. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. The feed to Whiteside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, the Blazers boasting one of the game's elite backcourts in Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum. I mean, other than the Splash Brothers, these two have the most points and three-pointers of any duo over the last handful of seasons.
And Portland making a change here. Anthony's checked in. Intercepted. It's 2-on-1. Curry with the steal. Wide open. Portland grabs the miss. Whiteside's got his 5th rebound in this one. And the Blazers used to stagger Lillard and McCollum's minutes. Chris, now they've embraced these two playing together more often.
Yeah, and they should, Kevin. I mean, they're both standing about 6'3", so defensively they give up a little height. But on their offensive end, the firepower that they bring to bear is something to watch.
Here's Simons. To the wing right side. Stolen to the inside. And the jam by Whiteside.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
First person.
Outside Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
He's going to play his game the way he wants to for a long time. Because even when Curry gets older, even when he can't jump and can't run, he will never lose that jump shot. I mean, jump shots never get old.
Rob.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
Yeah, I imagine that's what they're thinking. You have to maximize the possession.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Oh, Whiteside in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And he's just always an easy target on the alley-oop. With Whiteside's size and wingspan, it's just a matter of putting the ball up there where only he can go get it.
Thompson misses.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit...
That's his first personal foul. Substitution.
Here's Simons, guarded by Curry. Cullen passes to Simons. He feeds it to Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. The shot by Curry, no good. He can't get that one. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the... And let's listen to head coach Terry Stotts review the game plan with his guys.
It's a long game. It's a long game.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Warriors leading by 8. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Whiteside is out there with Nurkic. And it's Anthony in at the 3. Tips it up, and Green is right there.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Whiteside, unable to get that one. Wiggins with some nice D. The drive by Green, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 5 assists in the game. And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Here's Whiteside. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Wiggins passes to Curry. Pulls from the top of the key. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Curry's got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Anthony kicks to Lillard. As with every position, creating offense now, which big men do the best job of scoring off the bounce?
That's a good question. LaMarcus Aldridge in San Antonio, Coach Pop is giving him the freedom. Joel Embiid, we sleep on him because he's 7 foot, but when he faces up in the post, he doesn't usually give you his back. He faces up, triple threat, gives you a jab step, a counter, in and out, and gives you something nice. I mean, his ball handling ability is great for a 7-footer, and I like Embiid.
He's off on that one. Pass to Whiteside. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Wiggins kicks to Curry. Chris pass to Curry. From deep three-point range, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. And the Warriors making a change here. Thompson's checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Collins is checked in. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him. Curry looking it over. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
You know what? The area code just doesn't matter with this guy. Steph just dropping bombs.
Here's Lillard. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Out to Thompson. Tries it from the top of the key, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Warriors lead by 13.
Man, it's so fun watching Thompson catch fire. He's such an elite scorer. He only needs a few to fall to get it going.
Here's McCollum. Nails the baby hook.
I mean, it's time for him to take over. He's played it cool long enough, and I think he realizes that.
Thompson outside. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul.
C.J. McCollum.
Passes to Wiggins. Shot from free throw range. The offensive rebound. Trailblazers trail by 11. Out to Anthony. The pass to Nurkic. Back to Anthony. Takes the 3. Here's McCollum. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
He plays with so much heart, McCollum. I mean, he's constantly battling on the court. This time, it's on the glass.
Curry with a wide open look. And Green is right there.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Out to the wing. Lillard from outside. Warriors with the rebound. Chris has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Warriors.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
They pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win. And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Steph Curry.
He had a nose for the basketball tonight, playing some disruptive D and picking pockets left and right.
And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by Nurkic.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, Kev, I mean, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
And Collins has got the ball here for Portland. They trail by 9 points.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And stolen by Whiteside. Lee with the steal. Pushing it up. He lobs it up. And Chris throws it down.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort. And look, he's been so dependable in this game, taking nothing but good shots.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Shot clock at 6. And a wide open look for Lee. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. So we see the Warriors get the win here. A confident win and one. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.